a remake, a 16-bit remake of the Game Gear classic, a little something called Sonic Triple Trouble. You ever heard of Sonic Triple Trouble? It was a Game Gear title, and this game absolutely slaps, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a really good time. So let's jump into it. This game was announced back in 2019. Yeah, this was a Game Gear game, and not a whole lot of people have actually heard of it. Let me get the volume up here for you. Because, I mean, and that's understandable, because a lot of the, it kind of looks like Sonic 4, exactly. A lot of people, you know, they knew about the Genesis games, but the Game Gear games were coming out right alongside them at the same time. And so Sonic Triple Trouble was a really, really good 8-bit Game Gear game, but not a lot of people got to experience it. It's actually one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite Sonic games. I played so much Sonic Triple Trouble on my Game Gear, so I am going to be a nostalgic fanboy for this entire playthrough. I am super pumped. So let me get settled in here. This game is the best. I'm excited. We got Mr. Grove Games here. He's everybody's favorite mod. Ooh. Caffeinate early tonight, because we are in for a fun playthrough. Look, by the way, big thank you to Epic Capture Productions for joining the QTV crew. I saw that notification come in on the live stream there for the podcast. Thank you so much, Epic Capture. Appreciate you, my friend. You are the very first person, I think, to join the QTV crew. So you're going to get access to those extra emotes. You get extra emotes in chat and that fancy QTV badge. That is great. What is up, Patricia? Good to see you. Stacy, Jerome. Oh, yeah. Did Dale give me a cheap deal? I mean, this game was free, if that's what you mean. I know that's what you mean. Don't worry, I'm gonna put out more. Everyone's saying, Nick, when are we getting new Kirby Balls content? I know. It'll happen. It'll happen. All right, so this is Sonic Triple Trouble. Hey, Epic Capture, thank you so much for the sticker. That is very generous. $10. Saying number one fan, a number one fan sticker. You are the best, my friend. You are the best. We just submitted for the 6-month QTB and Fuego poster there, Epic Capture. You're going to be getting that soon. Oh, I remember, yeah. I remember this track, Emerald Islands. Sonic 3. I am really, really excited. I remember, I have such vivid memories of playing Sonic Triple Trouble over and over and over again, so I really can't wait to dive into this with you. It's been a hot minute since I've played Triple Trouble. Oh, cool, yes, Dale did give me a sweet deal. Really, as I've been saying in the chat, Epic Capture Productions, who's currently in chat, was the one who generously gave me that Kirby ball. So it's... You know, the canon reason is Dale, but really, Epic Capture is Dale. Oh, man. Wait, so that... Why am I losing momentum so much? Oh, I don't know if this... There we go, I'm gonna have to use the joystick. Because the D-pad wasn't registering inputs correctly. Dale, I know! Yep, we actually have Dale in the house. Yeah, this is a lot of people are saying this is like Sonic 4, because people were theorizing, like, with the release date of Triple Trouble, you know, was this kind of supposed to be Sonic 4? Oh, that's right, you can switch characters in this. Look at this. Look at this. I don't think you could do that in Triple Trouble. Nick, should I make a bagel? Yes. Yes, you should. Hit it with the cream cheese. Hit it with the lox if you got some lox on standby. I know most people wouldn't know that. Wouldn't have that available. Right out of the gate. Oh, man, we're going super. This didn't happen in Triple Trouble. Unless I'm sure they took some liberties here. This is a fan game, by the way. This is a fan game. Oh man, we got Super Tails. You seeing this? We got Super Sonic and Super Tails. So this is taking place probably at the end of Sonic 3 then. Maybe that's what they decided to do, is like, let's make it the true sequel. So we all can officially just forget Sonic 4 ever happened. I'm into it. Get the emeralds. I was just playing a little bit of Bean Hill there on the new Fall Guys Sonic collab. That was nice. That was a treat. Hey, look at that title card! Oh, I'm into this. I'm into. People have been saying like this is like Sonic Mania 2, like levels of quality. Great Turquoise, Act 1. Let's jump into it, guys. It's great to see everybody. I hope you're doing well. Dark Iron, how you doing? I thought I said hi to you. I'm trying to say hi to people. Oh, I remember this. I remember this music so vividly. I played so many Sonic games on my Game Gear. Growing up, I had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic Triple Trouble. Didn't have all the games. There was that one Sonic, Sonic Blast, I think it was called. So I'm very excited to see like what liberties they took with the game. I'm already loving the ability to switch between Sonic and Tails. That's not a conventional mechanic. I can't think of any other game where you can switch freely between characters besides maybe like even like Sonic Advance. Was it Sonic Advance 3? I think you could tag team characters, but you couldn't switch. And yeah, no, Epic Capture. This soundtrack is bang. I hope if you guys can hear it, okay, let me know. If you need me to turn it up, I will. Let me know. Yeah, the music is fire, Stacy. Yeah, Triple Trouble had a really good soundtrack. Triple Trouble was a really good game. It's just, like I said, a lot of people just didn't get to play them. Because, like, Sonic 2 and Sonic 1 on the Game Gear, they were not the same as the console versions. They were completely different. They didn't even try to port it. Oh, thanks, Mr. Grove. Oh, yep, let's go back here and get that special stage. I'm guessing this is a special stage. They might be going the Sonic 3 route, where it's just like it's a way to get, like, extra power-ups. Force out. Yeah, there's definitely some nostalgia hitting. Definitely for me. Because this is going hard. Epic Capture asking, what else am I playing these days? Man, I've been playing, a little bit of everything. I've been playing, some Fall Guys. I've been playing a lot of Game Pass games. Been watching, my wife play a lot of House Flipper. That's been fun to watch. Very cool Zen game on Game Pass. Even got a little power washing done in Power Washing Simulator. Heck yeah. What's up, Blue Axelachi? How you doing? Oh man, I am doing terrible at these. Oh, Slime Rancher. I played a lot of the original Slime Rancher. Didn't they make a sequel to that recently? Oh, it's Knack. So I think it depends on the version of the game. I think in Japan he was called Knack the something, and then in America he was called like Fang the Sniper. Am I thinking right? Or Knack the Sniper, and then in America he was called like Fang the Weasel. This was the only game that he was introduced in. I don't think he ever made besides like Sonic the Fighters. I don't think that character. I'll call him Fang. Was it Knack or Fang? I can't remember which version the American one, or the one that I remember him as. But very obscure character. Yeah, what's up, Spaghetti? We had to postpone this week's podcast. We figured instead we would just do a game live stream. And as soon as I saw this game that it was coming out, I was like, oh man, I kind of hope I do get to stream it because I'm gonna be away this weekend. So this is a chance for me to play this game with you guys and show you a very vivid Phantom reimagining of of a game that I hold very high in high regard. Max saying, how did I find your shorts? Which one was that, buddy? I try to comment on any shorts that I can find. Or if people, like, use QTB sounds. Or tag us and stuff. Oh, man. This track is unlocking nostalgia I just completely forgot about. This is one Sonic track I totally don't remember. Oh, that's a proper special stage. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, this is kind of like Sonic in the Fallen Star. It's got that endless runner style vibe to it, right? What we got to find out here is oh, and that sweet 60 frames. Plays nice. So what am I trying to beat Fang to the finish line? I should probably go faster then. Okay. It's good they're giving me a chance to actually, like, figure out the setup of this. Okay, yeah, I am racing him. Wait, what? Oh! Was this what we did in the Triple Trouble? I don't remember it being like this. The one thing there's the emerald. There's the one thing that I vividly remember about Triple Trouble, and that was the train level. And you fight Fang at the end of the train. The theme for the train is ingrained in my mind. That's one memory that definitely has not gone away. Oh, thanks, Achalachi. I appreciate it, man. Platformers are my genre, like straight up. I have played so many platformers growing up, Mega Man, Sonic, that like this is just like second nature to me. I just love playing platformers, no matter the difficulty. Yeah. Slime Rancher 2 is coming out pretty soon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. I didn't like 100% Slime Rancher 1, but definitely made a lot of progress. I remember I got to a couple of the biomes. Oh, it was the Kirby Balls interview you animated. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad it blew up for you, buddy. Yeah, I think I just saw that someone had used our sound. I always try to interact with people that use our content. Hey, another special stage. Well, I'm making good progress here with the emeralds. Of course, on the Forgotten Land live stream. Oh yeah, let's get it. No problem. Okay. Oh, that'll stun him. Get it. Taking care of business out here, folks. It ain't nothing. Gotta hit that. Okay. Gotta hit the springs. Alright, now we're in the plane section here. Yeah, we gotta go fast, Rex. You betcha, buddy. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Hope everybody is having a great week. Summer's winding down, can you believe it? Just like that, August is about halfway done. And everyone's making their plans to get back to school or back to whatever. Glad you're spending some time with Quit the Build here. Bam! Alright, we're 2 for 2 on Chaos Emeralds. We're not playing. I mean, we are playing. Ricks. Did I call you Rick? I didn't mean to. I said Ricks. Like Rick Sanchez. It's Pickle Rick. Pickle Ricks. Pickle Ricks. Uh-oh. Oh, he called in the reinforcements there. You messed with the turtle man. Alright, so I gotta... Oh, I have to damage his little scooties here. Look at that. Got him. Got him. Got him. Nope, 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 nope. I keep forgetting I can play as Tails. I feel like I'm cheating. What am I playing on? This is a PC game, so you can just search for Sonic Triple Trouble, 16-bit. And I believe the download file comes from Game Jolt. Is where you could, You took too much melatonin. Spadert, I have been there. Straight up. I work pretty crazy hours some days. Sometimes I do have to take the melatonin. You take too much of that stuff and you're in trouble. Oh, is this the train? Sunset Park. I think, it's at the end of Sunset Park, the train level. Oh, I get in the little cart? How's this work? Oh, look at him go! Oh, this is like in Sonic 2. There were those little mine carts you could ride in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. That's what I was saying, where like the Sonic games are totally different in, the Game Gear. They, sorry, I was focusing on the game there for a sec. So they could have just tried to port each game. But instead they said, you know what, we're just going to make a whole new experience. Because I remember Sonic 2 was nothing like Sonic 2 for the Genesis. Like, it starts out in what they call Underground Zone, which is nothing like where you start in Sonic 2. So just a totally different gameplay experience. New zones, new mechanics. There's like hang gliding in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Yeah, well, I mean, it is free, Epic Capture. This and Sonic and the Fallen Star, which is an incredible, just masterpiece of a fan game that we played last week. Both are free Sonic fan games. And that's one of the coolest things about Sega. Oh, that was I missed that. Oh, that's right, I have Tails. I didn't miss nothing. Oh, wait, maybe I did. Is that they are very cool with fans making games as long as they don't charge for it. They don't go full Nintendo and like DCMA every little thing that gets made. So the result of that is that the fan game community is very vibrant. People love making fan games for Sonic. Yeah, Stacy, I would argue that this is my favorite Sonic game ever. Just based on the amount of time that I played it as a kid and the memories that I have associated with it. Definitely one of my favorites. Wait, why am I... Oh, there's no... I pushed the button. I did literally say in the title it's my favorite Sonic game. It's 100% my favorite Game Gear Sonic game. And I would say probably in my top 5. But, like, the thing is, it's been so long since I've played it. Now, this fan game. So I gotta tell you, Sonic and the Fallen Star, easily made it into my top 5. Brand new open world Sonic game made by the greatest. Would you play? Of course I'd play. I don't think, the thing about these fan games is usually just 1 or 2 people. So, I mean, in like a perfect world where someone could actually do it, definitely. I had mentioned it in one of the last streams, but there's a group of people that are, or maybe a couple people, that are making, look at did you see that run? Going down, hitting the spring, moving up. Like, the flow of these levels is incredible. Who would it need to be made by? Well, I mean, like, my thing is, I don't want to source that out to, like, someone else, you know what I mean? Because, like, 3D Sonic, and if it's an open world, it needs to be 3D, to me. I don't want, like, a Metroidvania Sonic. I really don't. That's just my take. It needs to be Sonic Team. They just need some support, you know what I mean? Like, it needs to be more than Sonic Team. They need, like... I don't know, who would you, like, have them team up with? Maybe, like, From Software? I don't want it to be like a depressing game like, You know what? I would have to team up with CD Projekt Red. Because even though Cyberpunk had some issues, man, Witcher 3 was a great open world game. Hey, we're fighting Mr. Knuckles. Oh no. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Knuckles? You can't do that in the regular games. You know, that's what happens when characters become bosses, you know? All of a sudden, they get awesome. Okay, Tails is actually, like, getting in my way here because he's intercepting me for a fly there, and I can't jump properly. When does Knuckles throw bombs? Who gave Knuckles bombs? His fists are bombs. Man, he is taking a lot of hits. Okay, now he's getting the heck out of here. Now he's peacing out. Spaderd said, and thanks, Stacy. You've been making so many jingles that you haven't been able to memorize them. Yeah, I've been making too many. I've just been doing it because, like I said, I'm going to be busy this weekend, so I won't have a whole lot of time to make them. But, thing is, like, everyone, it's like the last few weeks of summer, like, everyone's out making plans. So a lot of people are going to come back to a bunch of jingles they haven't seen yet. But I'm really happy with the ones that I did make. Man, I really hope Kenny G responds to my, my Sonic 3D World, jingle. How awesome would that be, right? Man, even mid-jump, did you see that? I was still able to swap out to Tails. I probably won't be able to... Oh, no, I did. Okay. Where are these special stages? I want me some Chaos Emeralds. DIY Kirby. There you go. The mobile port of the first game. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, you're getting kind of broken into the classics, right? Seth Johnson asking if I can play Kirby Balls, or sing it rather. Of course, man. Kirby Balls at your local Target store, but you can't buy them there, not for sale. Kirby Balls will get thrown out April 10th. Check the dumpster in the back. Ask for Dale. He will give you a sweet deal. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Seth? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, do I want that extra life? Probably not. Whee! Whoa! Yeah, they took a lot of liberty with these levels, and man, we are better off for it, because this is... You know, the Game Gear had a lot of limitations. You know, it was an 8-bit handheld console. So they really couldn't flesh out these games as much as they wanted to, I'm sure. A lot of sacrifices had to be made. But the game still felt solid. Like, I think they worked really well within the limitations. Now that could be a rose-colored glasses thing, where, like, it's been so long since I've played it. Epic Capture, I can sing Kirby Balls in my sleep, man, and probably have. And probably have. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Wah wah wee wah. Look at that. Look at that maneuvering. Hashtag legends. Oh man. Hashtag cool gamer, everybody. You know that's me. Hashtag cool gamer. I should make another cool gamer video. You know, I got so many hot gaming tips to give to everybody about how to be a cool gamer, you know? People need that. You want to be a cool gamer like me, don't you? Why did Dale go crazy? That's a great question. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. You know? He got power hungry. And everyone was like cheering, like when I put that video out, I'm like, oh man, people are gonna be upset that, like, you know, Dale has like lost it, you know? So thanks for the cool gamer link there, Mr. Gove. No, everyone was like, oh, Dale, that's great. Can I be a Kirby ball? Like, I think you missed the point. It's supposed to be like, oh, you know, Dale's gone too far. He's turning everything into a Kirby ball. Everyone's like, yes, turn me into a Kirby ball, Senpai Nick. Ay. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Let's go this way. Can I do a peel out as Sonic in this? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. I can peel out. Let's try this again. Kirby balls lore, that's right. All right, so let's try real hard here. I had the same problem with the in Sonic 3 with like these extra stages they give you. They're really hard. Like getting all of the Sonic like things. Not as easy as you would think. So I'm not sure what I was expecting. Ow! What's that? Rude. Boingy. Do. Okay, what did I get there? Was that like an extra? Oh, I actually made it out. Mr. Grove, I don't know if you meant to put it there. You said check out some of the other regular irregulars. Okay, you did do it on purpose. Nice. At first I thought it was a typo where you just said check out the other irregulars. You know what? We are irregular, and that's how we like it. That's how we like it. You know, it's hip to be square. Do the kids even know that? Do the kids know about Huey Lewis in the news? Do I need to do a jingle? Oh, man. It's your villain origin story, that's right. Alright, we saved the animals. Can I make a Halo song? I should, Brady. You know, Quit the Build got its start as a Halo clan back in 2015. Oh, here's the train. I think we're on the train now. Yes, this is it right here. At least I remember it being a train, but maybe I'm just misremembering. I've already lost my rings. Oh, yeah. This background track is stuck in my head. Seth, I did beat the Cuphead DLC. I sure did. I did a jingle about that, actually. Oh, look at that. We're gonna climb up the ladder here. There's even, like, backwards momentum because I'm going so fast. That's really cool. Spadert knows about Hip to Be Square. Good. Make a song with the tune of the DuckTales theme. Rix, I already did one. Have you heard the Green Hill song? Sonic 1 and Adventure 2 both had Green Hill. Mania Generation Forces 2 and more until in Sonic Frontiers Green Hill reappears. Green Hill, woo-oo. Very appropriate because it was also about Sonic. Hey, there's Fang. It's in there. You just have to search for Sonic. Oh, what are you doing, Fang? You gonna hit me? You gonna bop me? What a great boss stage. Hey, it's a chicken on a turret. Look at this chicken on a turret, everybody. That's a chicken on a turret. Whee! Man, I'm freeing all the animals. Evo happened. I need to, I know there were some reveals there with, like, Tekken and a couple other things. I need to catch up on what happened. All I remember from it was that, that video that someone posted of that, the guy that was playing with the cardboard box, like, to conceal his movements. And it was like a regular, like, Amazon, you know, Amazon Prime. Yeah, Rix, that song includes it. I go, Green Hill, woo! Sega will die on this hill, on Green Hill. It's actually a pretty long jingle. Yes, I used that part of it. Max, everyone's talking about the pink sauce, Max, and I don't get it. What's going on with the pink sauce? No, I haven't tried pink sauce, but apparently that's content these days. You can be like, oh, look at me trying pink sauce. Bing, 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 bing. Hey, look at that. Street Fighter stuff and a new Guilty Gear character. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I know you're on that stuff, Spadur. You like your fighting games. Big fan. Oh, no! Man, this is a really intense boss stage. It's not really like a traditional Act 3, it's more like an entire stage. This dude just blew up the train. Oh, you know what? Fang probably gave the bombs to Knuckles. You know, he is an enabler. Furret! It's a furret, that's right. Oh, boy. Maybe Tekken 8. Yeah, I heard there was some whispers of a new Tekken on the way. Ah, you know they're making it. Tekken is way too important of a franchise to not do it. They can't not, right? I like that these things always catch you no matter where you are. That's nice. I got a one-man. Ring ding 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 ding. There we go. Bing bing. Got one. I don't know what I got. Uh-oh. Ah, course out. If you can't have stuff, you type 2 codes to debug, and then... Oh, okay. Debug menu. You know, Sonic Origins needs a debug menu, because that game is a hot mess. There we go. I just blew up a train. You see that? Oh, man. Hey, well, thanks, Max. You know, we are a team effort here at QTB. It's not just me. But we are striving to put out the content you like. And, we'll grow when we grow. If anything, it's nice to have a smaller audience right now because it's easier to kind of interact with you and chat. Because you know how it is, like, with the really, really big channels. You know, with the millions of subs. Like, if they go live, like, you've seen those live chats, right? Like, they're crazy. They're crazy. So, like, the only way that you can talk and, like, get noticed is to, like, super chat, which that's appreciated when you do that. But oftentimes that's the only way you're going to get noticed by, like, a streamer that's that big. So if anything, it's kind of nice, because look, we're growing. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're getting thousands of new subs every month. But this is kind of an opportunity for you to hang out in more of an intimate setting, you know, before we hit those kind of numbers. Or maybe we don't hit those numbers. I don't know. So, I mean, I appreciate when people always say, oh, you're underrated or you should have more subs. Thank you. But it's never going to be about the numbers for us. We wanna build a community. We want to hang out with people. I want to be able to talk to you as a person and not just as a group of streamers or a group of viewers. You know what I mean? Because once you reach that threshold, it's like now you're just talking to just, you know, the audience instead of to people. I like that I can, like, glance over to chat right now, and, like, I can keep up with what people are saying. But there's still things to read. You know what I mean? It's not like it's so slow. There's no one to talk to. But things are going well. We're you know, we've got a lot of subs on TikTok. We got about 70, a little over 70,000. More Kirby Balls songs, says Cameron. Hey, we're going to get you some more Kirby Balls content here real soon. Stay tuned for that. And thank you for the sub there, Seth. We appreciate you. Saw that. Yeah, exactly, Epic Capture. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, I know what I said I gotta do. Hold on. I have to make my way up here, and then... Yeah, there it is. A sequel to the Kirby Ball. Have you kept up with the playlist? Because we have like 9. There's like 9 videos in the Kirby Ball series. It's a lot. There's a lot of Kirby Ball happening. Oh, I see. So I have to hit the blue orb, and that gives me the item, but I have to actually claim the item to get the thing. I get it. I understand now. Bing bong. Nah, I'm out. I have a lot of rings. What happened? Why I got so many rings? Where'd they come from? Who gave me those rings? You know, a lot of the, we need more than 50. A lot of the, live streams we do, they end up being like Q&A sessions. Probably because I usually answer every question I get if it's like a reasonable question. People are like, oh man, I gotta keep asking Nick questions. I've been asked a lot of food preference questions. I shouldn't say that because now I'm gonna get more. But if you ever want to know like what I prefer to eat, it's probably somewhere in a live stream. I ain't mad. I have fun with it. I need to find more special stages. Yeah, there's just little things like the barrels and those little bubbles that like they're just unlocking these little latent memories that I've just completely forgot about. You know? It's the simple things like that. If I were a special stage, I would be hiding back here. But I should play as Tails because I've got the shield. Got to use some strategery here. Wait, you see that? I think. Oh no! I thought there was a hidden. There wasn't nothing. What's up, Knack? Oh no! What's he doing? What's he up to? I forgot that he's basically like the villain of this game for the most part. Like you usually fight him instead of Robotnik. Which is kind of a nice change of pace. Like I'm really surprised this character didn't get more exposure. Because look at what they did with the Sonic universe, right? Like I just buried him into the ground. That was very violent. Sonic can't swim because the creator thought hedgehogs couldn't swim. Oh, okay. You know, I had a hedgehog. This was like 10 years ago. I bought a hedgehog. Her name was Mocha. And she's passed away. My hedgehogs don't have a very long lifespan. But she was a very happy little hedgie. I love my hedgehog. I really did. They are very, they're very snuggly, despite the quills. They love to just snuggle in your lap. And they bond by scent. So, you know, when you kind of pair with them at a young age, that they will they'll bond with you for life. They're very affectionate towards their owners. Yes, you have to capture. I had a hedgehog, and admittedly, I thought about calling it Sonic, but I was like, you know what? That's the obvious answer. I'm not gonna go with it. And she had like frosted tips that looked kind of like a iced mocha. So I said, you know what? Oh, that was dumb of me. I'm gonna call you Mocha. I love that hedgehog. I think somebody asked what we'll do when we hit 25k subs. I don't know yet. It's gonna happen. I mean, on the current trajectory we're on, it should happen pretty soon. 1 million subs? I don't even know. I don't even know. Getting the remix song, very nice. I'm digging the BGM as always. They're taking a lot of liberties with the level design, but I like that they stayed true to the original tracks, while still taking some time to remix them. That's nice. Look out for those temple traps there. Oh, special stage? No? Oh, come on. You're kind of confused why it isn't 1 million already? Oh, man, we'll get there. We'll get there, man. One leg at a time. I mean, my gosh, like, what, just a few months ago, we had just broken 1,000 subs. Like, the growth has been exponential. Try to make a DIY Kirby ball that's medium-sized. That might be it. You know, just that Kirby ball hack. That's all you need for a mill these days. A quick DIY. All it takes. What's over here? See? See? I'm thinking like a special stage. I'm thinking like a special stage. Let's get it. Alright, so you gotta get enough rings to stay in the level. And then once you think you have enough, when you get the opportunity, you gotta take the stun. So that Knack... I'm gonna keep going between calling him Knack and Fang, just because I've heard it so many different ways. They're both correct. What I was saying before was Sonic... So, look at what they did with a lot of Sonic characters, right? Like, Sonic Heroes, they brought back so many characters from the Sonic games. And then Sonic Forces. Tons of Sonic games where, like, they have tapped into just about every Sonic character you can think of. So why did Fang just get completely tabled? To my knowledge, this is the only official Sonic game that he makes an appearance in. And I'm not talking about, like, collectible items or like, you know, in a museum mode or something where you see him. Like, why did the character get tabled? I'm almost wondering if it's because he is portrayed as having a weapon. He has a gun. And maybe Sonic or Sega thought that was too violent? Can you review why Finn is overpowered in MultiVersus? Can I tell you something, Cameron? And this might be a controversial take. I have come back to MultiVersus a few times over the last few weeks. I don't like MultiVersus. I like the idea behind it. I like the free-to-play nature of it. I hate the gameplay. I actively will just back out of games mid-match because I dislike the gameplay so much. I'm not entertained at all. I think the gameplay is very boring. I think the presentation is very bland. And I would rather play Smash Brothers any day. And not just because of the roster in Smash, but more specifically, nice, special stage. I just think that the game is half-baked. It doesn't feel good when I fight. It's not satisfying at all. I think they would have done better just to make like a more traditional fighting game. Because the problem is, once you make a Smash clone, and you can't tell me it's not a Smash clone, then you're going to be compared to Smash. That's just the way it's going to be. That's the new trend now, is to use your own IP universe, right, to create a Smash clone. Nickelodeon did it, and you can't look at that and say, oh, it's not a Smash clone. Yes, it is, but it's a Smash clone with no items. It's a Smash clone with no final smashes, and a weird roster. A weird roster. Course out. Sorry, I'm on a little bit of a rant there. Oh, cool. Oh, you can use a life to try again. Oh, that incentivizes. Oh, I like that. That's a very, very thoughtful mechanic. Because you think about, like, look at what happened during Sonic and the Fallen Star. I had to farm the last 2 emeralds by just replaying the same level over and over again, and that was an unnecessary time drain. Didn't need to be there. Anyway, that's my MultiVersus rant. We talked about it a lot on the podcast. I'm seeing them do a lot of things right, and I want to see them succeed. but I sincerely believe that in order for them to pull it off, you have to hit that spring. Yes, Spider. I was actually talking about MultiVersus, and yes, I know they brought in items, and they also brought in voiceovers, and that's what I like about that game so far is that they are listening to the fans, both in terms of the features that need to be added as well as the characters that people want to see. Right? The easy thing to do would be to bring in Jimmy Neutron, because you think, okay, well, we need to bring in, the big name characters that people grew up with. But they listened to the fans who said, no, we don't want Jimmy Neutron. We want Q Neutron. We want the dad. Give us the dad. They said, you know what? Fine. Have the dad. Wild Thornberries? Of course we want Nigel Thornberry. Of course we want Nigel. The memes were no longer our dreams. Man, it's very slow to move Sonic through this area. And I think Fang is keeping up. Yeah, we gotta hit some boosts here. Taking care of business here. Oh, no. Oh, don't let him beat me. Oh, right there at the end. All right. So I gotta stop ranting here because it's messing with my steeds. Here we go. Apologize to Rain Dog. Yeah, I think Donkey summed that one. Was it Donkey that talked about that game recently? I think he did. Like, I've got no problem with companies utilizing and leveraging their own, like, IP database, their roster, to create these cool mashup games. Like, let's do that. And WB has a ton to pull from. We were talking on one of the last podcasts, and Bruno brought up great points about how there are so many movie franchises that WB has the rights to, right? Because they got a Game of Thrones character in there. Supposedly, they wanted to have Gandalf at launch, but Gandalf didn't make it. So that's the kind of roster that you can pull from with WB. So I want to see him get it right. Absolutely, I want to see him get it right. Hey, what's up, Kung Fu? Yeah, we're playing Sonic Triple Trouble, which was a Game Gear game that got remade. Guys, tomorrow, very important. Tomorrow, Kung Fu Penguin is going to be doing a live stream with our sponsor, Winner Winner, and I hope you can check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Always have a laugh at that. They usually have, like, people from Winner Winner that are in there giving out tokens and having fun with everybody. Great thing to do. Which, by the way, this is literally I'm gonna land on a trap while I'm telling you about this. I got to show you something real quick because I've got something very. I figured, yeah, Mr. Grove is gonna put the thingy there. So yeah, the link, the thingy dingy is what I call it. So guys, I had a bunch of stuff come in from Winner Winner, some Kirby merch. And I've been showing you before, like I've got the Kirby drawstring bag. I won all this all on Winner Winner, which is a live arcade claw machine app. Also, of course, you know about the Kirby hat. Yes, Vidura, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, look at what came in today. I won this on Winner Winner. It's a Kirby automaton. And I own like multiple automatons, but I didn't have the Kirby one. Look how cute that is. It's got the little Kirby face. It's got the little Kirby. Oh man. Like I am so excited. I don't want to take it out of the container. I feel like that's going to be a collector's item one day, right? Like that is amazing. That is amazing. Also, I am super pumped about this. Look at this. I've got the bag. Oh, you have the bag? Yes, Samara, look. I've got the bag. It's a Kirby backpack. Sorry, it's very large. I can't get it in there, but it's got the little straps. It's a little Poyo pack. How cute is that? And I won some other stuff too, but that's some of the main things. So yeah, we won all that through Winner Winner, which is the official sponsor of the QTB network. So if you haven't already, the link there was Mr. Grove just shared that link. Just click on that link, guys. Download the app. Play today. Your first win is free. You get to play until you win, which is super cool stuff. Do I have a Kirby accordion? No, I don't have a Kirby accordion. You want me to wear the hat? I'll wear the hat. I don't care. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for the fans. It's a cool hat. I mean, I've been wearing the Sonic hat for the Sonic streams, but if I'm being honest, the Kirby hat is way more comfortable. Way more comfortable. I won't be able to hear anything, but that's okay, because I'm doing it for you, the fans. Anyway, let's get back into it. Oh, man. Are you guys having fun? You having a good time? I'm glad you're here. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Wear the glasses, too. Oh, the glasses are going to give glare because I have the ring light on. When I did the hashtag Cool Gamer video, I realized that after the fact, I was like, oh, geez. Am I going the right way here? Was I going backwards that whole time? I'm starting to think I was. Oh, I can drop dash? Oh, okay. You know, games that have drop dash, I almost never use it. And the problem is that if you double tap A, how do I drop dash? Like, what's the input? Because if it... I hope I'm going the right way. Anytime that a platformer makes me go left, I get suspicious. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But it looks like the game is set up to make me go this way, so I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Alright, here we go. Anyway, thanks as always to Winner. They have been awesome to us. So if you are awesome to them, that would be amazing. And downloading the app through that link does help us out, so appreciate it. Great way to support QTB. That's a weird worm. Stream lag. Uh-oh. Oh no, we broke the stream. Oh man, that happens sometimes. Sorry, you know how the internet is sometimes. I'm hardwired. Every now and then you're gonna get a little stream lag. It's gonna happen. We're still good. Wait, where am I? There we go. The stream is dying. Red alert. Red alert. I think we'll be okay. If not, I can always restart it. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh man, we got a little boulder escape here. Oh dude. It's action-packed. Man, that was awesome. Yeah, so Kung Fu Penguin's sponsored stream is tomorrow from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 to 7 Pacific. We're going to be doing a sponsored stream right here on YouTube later this month. Oh man, the blimp is taking off. It's a blimp, right? Egg Zeppelin. Boy, that's the lesser-known cover band of Led Zeppelin. It's the Egg Zeppelin. But I have to... Oh, look at that. He's, like, jumping forward. Dude, these levels are creative as heck. And every time this happens, I'm immediately asking, did that happen in Triple Trouble? Wow, 30 viewers. That's awesome, Max. Thanks for pointing that out. I think we hit that on one of our Kirby streams, but that's still a very cool achievement. Ouch. Do I prefer Kirby or Sonic? That's a good question. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like, I don't like to pick favorites, and this is true of like music or, you know, you say, "Oh, what's your favorite?" I don't really know that there's such thing as a favorite because they're different games. You know what? It's not apples to apples. Kirby is an adventure game through and through, right? It's more of a relaxed pace. I can chill and play a Kirby game. I say that, but I've been chilling this whole time playing Sonic. Whereas Sonic is a much more high-octane, high-octane style game. It looks like the stream's doing okay, by the way. At least I'm getting green lights on my dashboard here. So if you continue to have stream issues, let me know. Yep. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Rick's saying, play a Zelda game on stream. Yeah, so the game plan here is, at some point, I'm going to be getting a new capture card, new streaming PC set up, so I can play whatever. So whatever I play is generally going to be kind of retro. My Singing Monsters. I remember that game, Kirby Ball. I played a lot of that. Very cute game. Oh, look at that! I got the little Sonic rocket boots. When was this a thing? When was this a thing? When did Sonic get rocket boots? I've heard of soap shoes. I've heard of speed shoes. I ain't heard of no rocket shoes. She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. Sonic is a hedgehog. And I'm gonna be high as it tails by them. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till Dr. Eggman begins to find I am a hedgehog who is in space. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got rocket boots. Rocket boots. Flying out here, up here alone. With tails. Can we get a challenge you to Tekken emote? You'd be the only one to use it. I mean, look, we're gonna have a lot of sticker slots if people keep joining the QTV crew. So we have one QTV crew member right now because Epic Capture Productions joined the QTV crew here on Team QTV on YouTube. So if we get one more, I think we open up an emote slot. That's going to be the What It Do sticker. By the way, Epic Capture, you have access to the QTV stickers. If you go into the stickers there at the bottom, on the bottom left, you can use, you got a sticker of me, Bruno, Brad, and a QTV logo. And the more people that join, if we get 5 people on Team QTV, we're going to add the Kirby Ball sticker. The Kirby Ball sticker is going to show up when we get 5 people on Team QTV. That's exciting, because you know people are going to be spamming the heck out of Kirby Ball stickers in chat. And we do need a Pog emote. That's a good idea. I'm into it. Yeah, we only get 4 stickers to start. Only the 4. So we went ahead and did the basic ones. But yeah, feel free to show off those cool new stickers you got there, Epic Capture. There will be a What It Do sticker at when we get 2 people on Team QTV. That'll be the next thing we unlock. Yeah, you'll get access to that at. Like I said, they give you YouTube gives you slots for stickers or emoji, I guess I should say emoji, based on the number of members that you have. Oh, KG Carnation, that's a classic one. That was the music that they used in Smash, right? Evacuate. Uh-oh. I blew up the Zeppelin. It's a dead Zeppelin. Time to go. Oh, Rippy Zippy. Dude. Yeah, showing off those emojis. Getting that sick QTB power Q. Looking nice. Boy, I'm just selling the heck out of these memberships, huh? Oh, look at Sonic's got the Tails tail there. Oh, look at that. We fell in the clouds. That's how clouds work, everybody. Oh, is that snow? Never mind. Robotnik Winter. Man, I'm really enjoying this. In case you didn't notice, I've got nothing bad to say about this game. Didn't die from lead poisoning. That's right, Led Zeppelin. That's the whole idea. Hey, look, it's a little... Oh, look at that, he's helping me. That's not a bad Nick, that's a good Nick. I made myself laugh. Oh, boy. Hey, there you go. Yeah, you get to pretend to be QTP's Bruno. Look at that. What'd it do? What'd it do indeed, my friend. You gonna draw Nick Stream Pog fan art? Well, I'll tell you, Spidirt, you know, maybe we'll talk about using something like that for one of our emotes. Once we unlock it. Spread that on a cracker. That's right. YOLO, says Seth. YOLO indeed. And yes, I beat Kirby. Well, I beat Cuphead. I played it all the way through, as Mr. Grove just showed you. By the way, everybody, feel free to join our Discord. Mr. Grove, you could put the Discord link up in chat real quick. I'm gonna pin that. I've been trying to pin it just to let everyone that joins know where they can join our Discord, because it's such a great way. Thanks. Let me pause this real quick. I gotta make sure I don't wanna, you know, pin it. There we go. Cool beans. But yeah, you know, Cuphead was not as hard as I thought it would be, and I'm not saying that to gloat. I know a lot of people are having trouble with it. I had some difficulty on expert mode, with the dragon. But like I said, I grew up in like the rough and tumble days of platformers. You know, beating like the original Mega Man. Look at Tails in the snowball. That's amazing. So like those types of games, honestly, playing them and beating them is kind of second nature to me. So I got through Cuphead, I got through the expert mode, and I got through the DLC pretty quick. Oh, course out. We're done. Don't... How was I supposed to know? I guess I could have, like, actually surveyed the course before mashing the A button, but hindsight, it's a thing. We need to find us... I do need to play some Metroid. I don't know if you just saw that, Rix. I did that Metroid or Samus jingle. Just put it out today. There was a song that I had heard that is an absolute bop. It's called Witch by Devin Cole. And it is just it is an absolute groove. Where did you get the beanie? I got it on Winner Winner, Epic Capture. All of this Kirby merch that I showed you, I got from the Winner Winner live arcade app. If you go to the Winner's Circle, you can pick any prize that you want. So like anything that you win, if you play like their arcade games, you can play like Whack-A-Mole or their word games, Stack the Blocks, all that kind of stuff. And then when you play those, you get tickets, and then you can exchange the tickets in the Winner's Circle for prizes. And so that's what I did. I used my tickets to get. Oh, was that the drop dash right there? Like I said, it's tough because Tails will get in your way when you're trying to do just about anything. Beating the bird in Inkwell Isle. Is that the bird like in the birdhouse, where you're like in the plane? Oh, did the Discord link expire? Oh, thank you for letting me know. So, Mr. Grove, you can actually create a new invite link in Discord. If you want to generate a new link, I will just pin that instead. Thanks for testing that out for me. Yeah, Discord link's dead. RIP Discord link, that's right. I appreciate that. MVP moderator, as always. He's a cool moderator. Zingo. Yeah, the birdhouse bird. That is tricky. One thing I remember is that in that last phase where the stretcher comes out, you have to use the bombs instead of like the regular bullets. Because you don't want to have to think about like where you're shooting. As soon as you do, the game's over. You know what I mean? Oh man. Big prizes. Big fun. Just like Winner Winner. Oh my god. I'm gonna course out there. Getting some sweet air right now. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Grove. You are awesome. Let me pin that instead. Let me pin that. Replace pinned message. There we go. That should have replaced the pin message. What does my hair look like? It's short brown hair. Short brown hair. If you're on our Discord, there's actually an emoji. Or if you go to quitthebuild.com/about, there's little bios about me, Bruno, and Brad, and it has our little animated avatars there. What's up, Scrambled Brains? What's up, man? And Knuckles is not happy. Somebody mess with the Master Emerald again. Who messed with the Master Emerald? Who did it? Was it, Knack the Weasel? Yeah, there it is, Mr. Grove. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that link will get you to the, So I'll tell you, once I put the beanie on, I get some nasty hat hair. You do not want to see me with this hat off. It's a whole thing. Do. What are you doing? Oh, come on. Knuckles triggers an avalanche. So Knuckles just got, like, buried in the snow. Whoa! There's no way this happened on the Game Gear game. Right? There's no way. I would remember this. Right? I would remember this. Like I said, it's obvious they took some creative liberties here at certain points, and that's fine. Like, it's a fan game. And people are just happy that you're making a game, you know what I mean? So if you get chances to say, hey, I want to kind of flesh out the story and tell it my way, Sega's cool with that. They want you to tell it your way. And hopefully Sega can figure out that, the people that made this game and the people that made Sonic and the Fallen Star, those are the people that you need to be sourcing out to create your 2D games. If you do it any other way, then you've got some serious management issues. And I've heard, like, there were rumors that Sonic Mania 2 was going to get made, but ultimately it got scuppered because management was at Sega of Japan was upset that fans were making better Sonic games than they could, right? Because they hired out Christian Whitehead in his studio, who originally they were making fan versions of games. The surfing part's pretty cool. And they, I'm sure they had good intentions when they initially brought him on. And I hope that's just a rumor. But that's what I had heard, was that they were like, oh man, that Christian Whitehead, he's making good games better than we can. He's making us look bad. And like, what? What are you talking about? Like, Sega, you're not the company you used to be. You know that. You're lucky you still even exist after the Dreamcast, right? Not a lot of people know this, but when the Dreamcast failed, Sega went bankrupt. They had a ton of debt, and they were like, I think it was like $20 million in debt, and like in 90s money. And they had an angel investor that they owed the money to, that on his deathbed, he forgave the debt. 100% he forgave the loan. And it completely cleared Sega of their debt. And that is the reason why Sega was able to transition from console production to just being a software producer. If it wasn't for that one investor saying, hey, no problem, I forgive the loan. And who does that, you know? That's a major act of generosity. Even for someone dying, you know? Because someone would have been the heir to that money. If it wasn't for that one person saying, you know what, you're good. Don't worry about it. Sega would have gone under entirely. Think about that, right? I don't think people ever consider the fact that, like, when the Dreamcast failed, they were producing software for Nintendo and PlayStation and Microsoft too. Almost immediately, right? Sonic Heroes came right on the back end of the failure of the Dreamcast. Not too long after, it was like, oh, Sega's done as a console maker, but here comes Sonic Heroes. They were able to pivot really quickly. It's because of that debt forgiveness. They would have had to file Title 31 100%. No shot. And they may not have come back at all. You know, the rights to Sonic could have just been sold to somebody. That probably would have happened. If I had to guess, Nintendo probably would have bought the rights to Sonic and the other Sega IPs. But that's in an alternate universe, and I'd say we're in a better timeline since Sega was able to hang out. And that's your history lesson for today, kids. The more you know. Alright, so we're on what, like zone... It's not necessarily encyclopedic, there's just certain topics that I know more about than others. And Sega I've done a lot of research on. So I just think that their path as a company is a really interesting one, you know? Always trying to be the market disruptor. And some successes, some failures. And a lot of great memories for people that grew up. What's up, Sam's Gaming? What? Okay, I gotta wait for it. Whoa, this is a kid's stream. Penguin. You put that away. Dude. Sticking his, like, metal tongue out at us. Man, it's hard to catch up with him here. There we go. Made a little bouncy to this. I know some things. I don't know all the things. You know? I go on Reddit and I'm like, oh man, these Redditors, they know more than me, that's for sure. I know a reasonable amount of things. How about that? And for the rest, I have Wikipedia. I'll tell you, a great source of information where I've learned a lot about video game history. Yeah, that was a tongue, Braids. Oh, of course we gotta have the underwater level, because Sonic games have to have the underwater level. Gosh, come on. Is the gaming historian. His name is, how am I forgetting his name? Last name is Caruso. Norman Caruso. He does amazing work, and what I like about his channel is that the videos are very easy to understand. It's almost in a relaxed, like, PBS-style documentary, I think is the best way to describe it. And he talks about all sorts of different facets of just video game history in really nice, digestible-sized videos. We actually had him on the podcast. This was way back, like, about a year ago. I was actually very lucky to have Norman join me for an interview. Big channel. And we got to talk about just, video game history and game preservation and his process and, his memories of gaming. I forget what episode that was, but that was way far back. But definitely a very special interview for me because I really, really enjoy his content. And a lot of what I am able to, like, pull off the cuff about game history, I know from his channel. So he was very generous to join us for an interview for that episode. Yeah, it was a very cool interview. Definitely one of my top 5 interviews that we've done on the show so far. And we've had some big ones, you know, so that's saying something. A special stage. Come on, if you're gonna give me like a little hidden thing, I mean, I appreciate the free stuff, don't get me wrong, but you know what I want. I want that Chaos Emerald. What have I gotten so far, like 4 or 5 Chaos Emeralds? Hit a bit of a cold streak here. Oh, right, I got the bubble shield. I don't need no oxygen. Oh, man. Have I ever told you I hate underwater levels? Did I ever let you know about that? Oh, I can switch to Tails because Tails can swim. And Tails has the bubble. Bing bong. Got a rough sketch. Nice. You should drop it in the memes and such channel there on our Discord. Which, by the way, everybody, Mr. Grove posted an updated link there to join our Discord. Hope you can do it. Great way to join the conversation. We love it when people stop by and chat about gaming. Share your memes. Well, Spadert, I'll tell you, you're probably leagues ahead of me. Because of all the artistic gifts I have, drawing ain't one of them. I say that with the utmost confidence. We're having a great stream so far. Lots of great stuff. Thanks again for that super sticker from Epic Capture. And thanks again, Epic Capture, for becoming a member of Team QTB. The very first member. I would have expected no less. Big supporter of the channel. You are the man. And great stuff, by the way. So Epic Capture Productions, he is doing some amazing stuff with photography, with this like exploring, like just getting outside, man. I see all the stuff you do, like with the like shots of like glaciers and scuba diving, and just incredible stuff. Your stories and TikTok videos of just like being outside places, man. Those are my little moments in Zen. Like, man, that's a slice of life right there. You know, so few people get to appreciate the wonders of nature. Beyond their own backyard. Do. Give me that bubble. Oh, yeah. No problem, Spider. No problem. It's a free app if you ever decide to get it. App or a PC app or whatever. That's a good way to keep up with the community. Or just hang out in the streams with me. That's cool too. I'm good for it. You know? Watch me play some video games. We will hopefully have Bruno start his live streams here soon. Like I said, we had an unexpected complication come up, so we had to move some things around. It happens. That's life. C'est la vie. That's just the way that it goes. That's life. But we've had so many gosh darn streams this week, I've said, you know what, it's cool. You know? We went from not streaming anything at all to, we did 2 Kirby games, we played, Shredder's Revenge. Has Amy ever been a playable character? Not in the retro games, but, Amy has been playable in Sonic Adventure 1. She was playable in some of the Sonic Advance games. You could play as her in Sonic Advance 1, and I want to say Sonic Advance 2. Definitely in 3. Well, I say definitely, I think so. Of course I played Super Smash Brothers. I'm a big Smash fan. Big Smash fan. You know, I love that Nintendo was able to, and especially now that I'm seeing other people like try to clone Smash Brothers, it makes me appreciate how not only were they able to get the characters and get the IPs, but they're also able to get the gameplay. Smash is so much gosh darn fun. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, nice touch there. They're actually showing you how much time is left on your invulnerability. That's very thoughtful. Did I see something up there? No, I guess I didn't. Thank you, Epic. Oh, man. But yeah, just, you know, I just don't think anyone's ever going to be able to come close to what Nintendo's done in terms of the quality of the game. But the big flaw for Smash is still the netcode, right? That the online is just flawed, and that's why I really want to see someone come into the space and force Nintendo to get good long-term. Because the online multiplayer of Smash is still a joke. And I get it, when it's 1v1 or whatever, you know, you're relying on everyone to have good internet connections in order to have a good gameplay experience, but it's just so broken half the time that it just makes me not want to play. Because you can only play the AI so many times, you know what I mean? Play against CPU characters. I don't want to do that forever. I guess I'm gonna have not much luck here with the Whee! Galaga, nice! Yeah, yeah, exactly, skill-based epic capture. You know? And you can even see, like, what WB is trying to do with the whole approach of, oh, we're gonna make it, so you have to level up your characters, and you have to unlock perks to progress your character. So even then, they're completely removing themselves from what made Smash accessible, which is that you could get together with your friends, bring over a few controllers, and just play the game without being locked behind, oh well, I'm only level 1, you know, with this one character or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, there are some really good things that MultiVersus is trying to do, that I want them to explore it more. And here's a great example of that. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about it this week on the podcast. We'll see if we still get to it next week, because you never know what other news is going to come through. But there was a story about how a leak revealed that they are oh no! Oh no, I won spikes! That's not a good prize. Oh, I'm out. Well, yeah, the loot boxes, but also, like, you have to pay to unlock characters as a battle pass. That's fine, it's free to play. I get it. But they're setting it up so that the battle pass, supposedly what the leak is showing is that they're experimenting with the idea of when you buy a battle pass, you can link one friend to the battle pass, and you both will share the progress for that pass. So, like, I can be like, hey, you know, Epic Capture Productions, I've got a space here for my my MultiVersus battle pass. Do you want it? And then I'm gonna bury this poor guy again. And then you can get the same progress I do, and you can help me progress the battle pass. That's important in a game. What's up, Val? What's up, Seth? That's important in a game like MultiVersus because there's an emphasis on team-based 2v2 gameplay. So you kind of want to have, like, a dedicated partner, if you can, that you have some synergy with to, like, play the game. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I've got friggin' missiles. What in the heck? This is awesome. Pew pew. Was this in Sonic Triple Trouble? That should be the name of the stream. Was this in Sonic Triple Trouble? Was this in there? Now, if you're gonna give me an underwater level, this is how you do it, folks. Just forget maneuvering through it. Just give me a friggin' drill sub. You know? Let me get it. Oh, I can this. Whee! I can charge it up. That was not what I wanted to do. See, this is super cool, and I love that like Sonic and Tails are in there together. Lots of little touches here, guys. This is what I'm talking about. These fan games, man. They figure it out. Yeah, the team-based stuff is very important. So like I said, there's things I like that they're doing where like they have role-based characters, kind of like Overwatch. And I think that's a step in the right direction, Epic Capture. Like I said, my core problem with the game with MultiVersus right now is not in the back end stuff of like the business model. It's I don't like the gameplay. It just feels boring. I don't know, like it's not fun to hit people. It feels very floaty. The hitboxes seem super weird. Like attacks, it never feels like I'm doing what I want to in the game. And overall, I've just had a very poor gameplay experience with the game. So much so, I'm like, well, maybe I should just do like 1v1. But even then, like the whole point of the game is like there's like support characters and mage characters, and like you wanna team up with certain people, right? So like, do I really want to just be like, oh well, I'm just gonna ignore like their flagship mode because I'm not enjoying it? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like what MultiVersus is for me. And the roster is just weird, right? Like it's like, okay, here's some Looney Tunes. Here's Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. She's just there, which is cool. Here's LeBron James. Have an athlete. The new Guilty Gear character uses the yo-yo. Hey, that's sweet. You know? Hey, we already know that Yo-Yo Kirby is best Kirby. You know, I established that as fact. There's any special stage rings mulling about out here in submarine land. What's up, Cruz? You subbed to talk? Well, thank you. Thanks for the sub. How you doing? How's things? Do. You know, we gotta turn on that sub to talk option because please don't scream. I'm wearing headphones. We'll make it a nice chill ASMR stream for you, Seth Johnson. Make it nice and nice. You know what I mean? You're going into your weekends. You don't need no loud noises. I'm with you. But yeah, when you don't make it sub-only mode, I'll tell you, it makes it so all those spam accounts will they'll get you. When we did the first couple streams and we had it set as anybody could talk, like you didn't have to sub to talk, and yeah, we got some unsavory spam accounts trying to sell products. I'll just put it to you that way. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. It seems like in Act 2, the developers of this fan game were taking more liberties, right? Like, we had the snowboard scene there, and now we're doing, like, a submarine level. CG5. What is... I'm not sure off the top of my head what that is, Sam. But that could just be because I'm not recognizing the abbreviation. Nope. Where is the switch? Oh, it's an artist. Okay, gotcha. Do. That's right, Dale is Epic Capture Productions. Oh man, wait. How do I get you? Oh, it's Mr. Knuckles. Oh, he's got a submarine. Who is Knuckles' arms dealer here? Got a lot of questions. Oh no, that's a robot. Oh, it's Metal Sonic. How long have you been doing YouTube? I'm trying to get 100 subs. I have 7. Oh, well, hey, Cruz, thank you so much. Yeah, so we've been doing YouTube. This channel's been around on YouTube for about 7 years, because we were a Halo clan before we started making YouTube content, like video game content, podcasts and live streams and all that. But we didn't really start doing that until about a year ago. And, the shorts, I'll tell you, if you want some advice on growing oh, we got the rocket boots again. Look at this, guys. We're going into space. This is fantastic. If you want my advice on starting a YouTube channel or growing a YouTube channel in 2022... Oh, we got the Stardust Speedway track. Sorry, it's not usual gameplay, so my brain is like forcing me to pay attention. There we go. So, Okay. Anyway, oh yeah, there we go. So that's how you blow it. So, if you want to grow a YouTube channel in 2022, you've got to do shorts. Most of our subscribers came from the shorts that we've done, because YouTube will push the shorts out. If you create original content, you're not just rehashing other people's stuff. You put some work into it, and what that means to you, like how it's gonna grow your channel. Like you got to figure it out. It needs to be adjacent to the content you're doing long form, but it can't just be the same thing, if that makes sense. It's weird, like when we first started, I'll give you an example here, Cruz. When we first started putting stuff on YouTube about a year ago, I'm already out of rings, that's not good for me. He drops a ring when you hit him. Good to know. We would just do like highlights from our podcast. And at the time, our podcast was audio only. So, yeah, you are honest with your content. That's right. It's right there in the name. Sorry, this is not, like I said, this boss is requiring a little bit of focus. Not a lot, but some. Oh, we're gonna keep going into space. What's up, Patricia? And, at first when we were just posting, like, the highlights, again, they were only in audio form, so we did, like, audiograms. It was... Oh, that's a cat. Sorry, I kept hearing a sound. Hit or miss. And mostly miss. But it wasn't until we figured out, like, hey, you want to make content that's adjacent to your long-form stuff without being the same thing. And that can be tough to figure out. And it's a time commitment, too, because you have to make content that's totally separate from what you're doing, like, with your long-form stuff. And you could just do all shorts. Like, there's tons of big YouTube channels that all they do is shorts. It just depends on what you want to make. We have a mix here. But... in 2022, you've got to put out the shorts, because every short that you put out has a chance of the algorithm being like, hey, we like that. And once you figure out what that is for you, you can continue to kind of work within that niche. Like, once we figured out that, Kirby content, as you can see, was hitting very well for us, we're like, okay, well, we got to do more of it, because that's what people want, We're here to make the fans happy. That's what it's all about. Alright, there we go. I don't think we're going to get all the emeralds on this run, and that's usually how it goes when I play these games. I never get it on my first try. I have to go back and figure it all out. I don't recall this zone a whole lot, but I never remember the later zones all that much. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, shorts are the way to go in 2022 to grow a channel. Like, full stop. It's not like it used to be where you could put out, like, a longer video and, like, YouTube will push it every time. Oh, jeez. That's not what you want to do. Oh, thanks, Cruz. You never know. Maybe we'll do something like that one day. QCB, our network is it's a whole thing. It's not just video game news and live streams. We've got our network has all sorts of varied content. Game reviews from 1 Hour 1 Decision. We have our wrestling podcast from Enzo and Biggs, Double DQ. And other stuff, too. Even a musician in our network, Beat It, that produces a lot of the music that you hear on the podcast. Great music from Beat It. EDM-style tracks. It's a big old happy family of content creators, I tell you. From all walks of life. Oh, look at the little thing. What are those? I'm not gonna say what I think they look like. Boop. With a little countdown. You turned on notifications. Oh, okay, great. Yes, Cruz, I will definitely remember your name. That's a cool name, Cruz. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Look, man. Sometimes I think out loud. Oh, did he help now that Metal Sonic showed up? That's right, Mr. Grove Games is our official HR department for all complaints. Please direct your all comments and complaints to Mr. Grove. Oh, man. And if you have any complaints that Mr. Cruz, or Mr. Grove cannot fix, you'll want to go to his boss. Her name is Helen Waite. Helen will help you work out your problems there. Atomic Destroyer. This is probably one of the meaner things I've said on stream. Oh, man. We're having fun. There you go, up a capture. That's it, man. Find your niche. That's it. And it's out. You know, it's you gotta make content that's authentic to you. Because the big thing that I see a lot of, the mistake I see a lot of content creators make is that they try and make content that they think people want versus what makes them happy. And yeah, like, can you grow a channel that way? Sure. But be honest with yourself. If you're making... This song is a bop. This song is a bop. This whole soundtrack's a bop. Hey, there's Dr. Eggman. There he is. If you're making content that you aren't enjoying, the net result of that is going to be you're going to burn out. You've got to be able to come away from the content that you're making feeling recharged. Because if you're draining it, and let's be honest, most of us are doing this in our spare time, right? We've got school, we've got work, we've got family responsibilities, whatever. So it's really, really, really important that you don't spend your free time burning yourself out doing something because you feel like you have to do it to grow, as opposed to you're doing it because you enjoy it. The best content creators out there are the best because they're enjoying what they're doing, and the sincerity shines through, right? When you're doing something you love, people can tell. It changes the dynamic of the content. Anybody can play video games and talk. But if you enjoy the game you're playing and you enjoy the community that you're building, like, I love our community. There's just full stop. You all are the best. being able to hang out with a group of people that are so positive and, you know, kind of reflect the values of QTV. That's what makes it, that's the secret sauce. You know what I mean? Like, if we had just been behind a microphone for our entire careers, and never got to interact with fans like this, I don't think we would have been as fulfilled. It's been really special being able to get the live streams going and actually chat with fans. So anyway, I'm ranting. But you all are awesome. You already know that. What's the plan for streaming this weekend? It's up in the air, Mr. Grove, because I will be out of town this weekend. I'm actually going to a wedding. So I will not be available to stream. So now tomorrow night I might be streaming. Don't quote me on that. We'll see if Bruno is able to stream. He will definitely stream because we had Bruno blocked out for Thursday and Friday. Oh, that was a trap. That was a trap. That was a saw. That was not a trap. I just let it fall on my head. Wasn't expecting it though. So you might see me stream tomorrow night. And then Saturday, I don't think you're going to see anybody stream. If I'm being totally honest. And then we'll take it. We'll play it by ear. Oh, not my wedding. Not my wedding. I am. Oh, sorry. I took a shower before my stream. My ring's not on. I am married. Yes, I am very happily married. Sorry, ladies and gents. Dude. Oh my gosh. Hey, Samara, have a great one. Wait, what's that? That looks bad. He said as he jumped into it. That looks bad. Let me get in there. What you got there? What you got there? Oh, thank you, yeah. You know? Life is good. I can't complain. Got a good thing going on. Do. Sproing. Smack that. Switch, that is. Early day at work. Alright, Mr. Grove. Good to see you, my friends. Have a good one. Oh, yeah, this is a work day for you, huh? Yes, indeedy. Good to see you. Yeah, we won't be running the stream too much later. Usually we go for a 2-hour stream. And it seems like we always have enough time to get through a Sonic fan. You know, I think this is the last zone. So we'll probably be around where we need to be to roll the credits, at least without the Chaos Emeralds. And if I stream tomorrow, that'll probably be what I do again, like I did for Sonic and the Fallen Star, where I'll come back and... It said to go left, so I'm guessing I go left. I think I have to go through all 3 paths here to see the to get past this. Whoa, nice. Yeah. Yeah, my wife does play video games. A little more casually than I do, which is fine. And so yeah, oftentimes I'll mention like what she plays because you know we have very different taste in games. Oh, okay. Much to be done. Alrighty. Aloha to you as well. Good to see you at the capture. Doot. And so yeah, oftentimes when people ask me like, "What game are you playing?" I'm like, you know, it's a mix of things. Sometimes I'll play games. I'll watch what she's playing. But oh yeah, I should not have jumped there. Our tastes in games are quite different, and that's fine. It's a good thing. I'll tell you though, she beat me to the punch on Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Ah, yeah, the pizza story, right. So... I have not beaten Kirby and the Forgotten Land yet. And part of it was because I realized, like, I should probably stream that at some point. So I played some of it, not much. But she actually beat it. That is one of the few Kirby games, or games in general, where it's like, oh man, she's seen the end. I haven't. You go, Glen Coco. Oh, cool, Cruz. Cool, yeah, if you tag the channel, I usually get the notification. So why did that... I hate it when instant death, like crushing mechanics, like, are unfair with, like, how you get crushed. Like, right there, because I was waiting for it to clear. It punished my, my impatience. Is there a pattern to the feather attack? I really don't know. Honestly, Kirby, it's been so long since I've played those bosses that all I can give you is just kind of like general advice on what I remember about it. But a lot of it with Cuphead is you just have to be able to kind of improvise, you know? I know it's frustrating. Cuphead is definitely an exercise in patience, but, you know, for the most part, what I like about Cuphead is that the game feels fair, even though it's difficult. They got that level of difficulty. Opinion on the smoking whale. Don't like him, not a fan. Wish he would quit. Spaderd is referring to the whale that we encountered in Kirby Superstar, who seemed to have an affinity for smoking. Was splashing around with a pipe. He's trying to quit. He's trying to kick the habit. I get it. I get it. There we go. Instant death mechanics are just the worst, you know? You know? Oh, there's 4. Okay. Am I gonna play the Forgotten Land? Definitely on stream, Val. Yes, at some point. That was a cool little 3D effect. That will definitely happen on stream, no doubt. There's a robot. What's that robot doing? Bing. Bing. Oh, no. Oh, man. That's not good for me. How do I make you not be that? There we go. Whoa! Just relax, man. We can just... Oh, rings. Rangs. Oh, no! Get the rings and immediately get just dumpstered. Street Fighter Alpha 3. You know, Spaderd, I gotta tell you. Oh, Alpha 3. I'm thinking of Third Strike. I'm not much of a fighter fan. I did get that Street Fighter collection on one of the recent sales. And I gotta tell you, Third Strike, that's a cool game. I like the art style. I love that kind of like 32-bit era of sprite art, because at the time everybody was transitioning to 3D, but there were still holdouts, and I think you know, fighting games were one of them. And Third Strike, I think, is an underappreciated Street Fighter, right? Like everyone talks about, you know, Street Fighter 2 and all the variations. Hey, have a go on, Cruz. But Third Strike looks really good, and I know, I get it, it's because a lot of the main characters, the staple characters from the Street Fighter series, aren't in Third Strike. But Third Strike looks good, man. I've heard there's kind of an increasing like fan base for that game now. People are starting to realize like it's a slept-on game. Ooh, that sequence is tricky. That is once you lose the platforms on the side, that became a lot harder. But Yeah, you know, I've seen videos on, like, you know, what happened with that game and, like, why it flopped. It had a lot of development trouble and just a lot of poor design choices. But the actual, like, gameplay, the mechanics of it, it's tight. Yeah. Oh, of course it did terribly at arcades. Like I said, you can't, once you have established fighters in your game series, you gotta bring them back. And what, they were missing multiple, right? There were all sorts of fighters that, they're just like, whatever, we're gonna introduce a bunch of new ones and not give you the ones that you know. And Street Fighter doesn't have that deep of a roster, so there's really no excuse. Anyway. That's, Spidert, that is me pretending to be, knowledgeable, in fighting games. I've been watching that series from Matt McMuscles. Wait, what? What? What was I supposed to do there? Am I supposed to fly with tails? No, but really, what was I supposed to do that? Well, no, okay, Spitter, I'm referring to Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 had a pretty tame roster. Obviously, these days, it's a whole different thing. But, you know, it wasn't that bad back then. But yes, that would be, these days, that'd be like me saying, like, Smash doesn't have that many characters. You know. Mary-Kate and Ashley don't have that many movies. Were there platforms there, Internet? Hey, thanks for letting me know. I didn't see him. Okay. I'm gonna get crushed. Wow. This is, the difficulty just got ramped up, my friends. You know, anytime you bring in, like I was saying before, anytime you bring in those instant death mechanics into a game, it just... Especially into a Sonic game, you get so spoiled with the ring mechanic of, I always have that one more hit. You know, I've always got that cushion. But, I'm gonna focus here. You're gonna hear me talk a little bit less once I get past this part. This part was easy. Stick to the middle or over the pit. Okay. Gotcha. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, you have to be ready to jump over those. I should not be jumping there. That's the mistake I'm making. I should not be jumping there. I'm used to using a jump as a way to get a little more lateral momentum. But it works against you. One of the rare times that it does is right in that one part. Alright, we're gonna get past this. It's hammer time. 2 words, don't jump. I'm gonna jump and you're gonna like it. Alright. Let's pay attention. What's up, Candy? San Juan? How you doing? Alright. So we're done with the jumps. No more jumpies. We're gonna jump here, though. Yes, sir. Okay, so... Oh, yep, there's your platform. Those platforms don't really stand out, so, like, it didn't look like... Whatever. I'm making excuses. I'm making excuses. Alright. Jumpski. Robot! Alright. So, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, what's he gonna do? Oh. Oh, yeah, like you said, just stand in the middle. Look at that. That's a hashtag cool gamer move right there. All the way. Hashtag cool gamer. Great job. Hey, wait, well, you can't be look, man. Everyone's trying to take Sonic's emeralds. What's the deal? Oh, he's got the little springy tail. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's fire. Yeah, you made a mistake. You're gonna want some aloe vera for that. Oh, Cuphead, hey, thank you for the super chat. Where did I get the Kirby ball? I actually had a friend, or I'd say a super fan of the show, who is definitely a friend. Epic Capture Productions, he actually sent me the Kirby ball. Yeah, so I got it in the mail, and I didn't know that he had sent it to me. He asked for my address. I should have known, like, something. I knew he was going to send something, but I didn't know what. And it came in the mail, and yeah, it was the Kirby ball cover from Target. I was like, oh my gosh, this is super cool. So yeah, it was literally a fan sent it to us. So that was pretty amazing. Now, of course, in the videos, I say, oh, well, you know, Dale gave me a sweet deal. But like I was saying earlier in the stream, Epic Capture Productions basically is Dale. You know? Have I seen Robots 2005? No, I've never heard that. I don't know what that is. I recognize this boss theme. Like, it's triggering some latent memories, you know? Oh, no. Yeah, I got stuck. I'm getting way too greedy with the attacks. I need to chill. Andrew, what's up? Little Curve, what's up? What's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. How's things? How's your summer? Do. Bum bum. All right, so we're gonna try and chill out a little bit here so we can get it. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, the problem is when you take damage at the edge of the screen there. When you take damage at the edge of the screen, you're gonna lose the. Oh, it's coming out the 17th. That's 5 days. Oh, man. Yeah, that's why the spike's there, in case you're greedy with the hits. Yeah. Yeah, they thought that through for sure, Internet. And we didn't get all the emeralds on this playthrough, so we will not get the final ending. Alright, we're gonna... The trick is you don't want to get hit on the edge of the screen, because then you're gonna lose, there's no chance to pick up your rings. Here we go. This is the pattern. You just let him fire his little shotgun blast there, and then follow up with a quick hit there. You just gotta think these things through. Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! That was... Mistakes were made. Oh good, there was a checkpoint there. Oh, I think I remember this fight. How do I know where he's gonna go? Okay, he's gonna zip on by, and then we're gonna give him the business. There we go. I only have 5 emeralds. Yeah, I could not find the special rings. I got a couple early on. I think I have 4 or 5 emeralds. Yeah, so you know, it's low-level gameplay here. This is my first time playing through this version of Triple Trouble. I played Triple Trouble on the Game Gear, but I'll tell you what, it's been a minute. Wait, get back here! You're gonna get away though. Man, he's so speedy when he wants to be. You see that? People are like, oh, he's a quick dude. He ain't messing around. Oh, I got an emerald there. Yeah, exactly. When you don't get the emeralds, they're like, What the heck are you doing? Oh, it's the actual Mr. Knuckles. What's up, my dude? So you're not a jerk who bombs people and has access to, like, weird military equipment. That makes sense. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, they don't tell you to try again? Yeah, you gotta actually go back and, D Light Years. Dolph Man. What's up, Dark Vampire DD? I love it. It reminds me of, like, in the old Japanese, like, games when they would get to the credits, like, it would be, like, weird names in the credits that, like, weren't real names. It's kind of like that. Hey, we got Senpai Star. Michael Wave. We got Lewis. Tiniest turtles. You did some chill stream art? That's awesome. Feel free to tag me in whatever you make if you want to show. I'll check that out later. Oh, man. I'll tell you. Great stream, everybody. So yeah, we will not have time to go back and get the emeralds. Like I said, if I'm able to stream tomorrow night... this track brings back so many memories. We will try and get the emeralds and go for the true ending there. That's usually how we do things. But hey, this was a lot of fun. We got to roll the credits. Got through the game in one sitting. That's always good. A little less than 2 hours it took us, right? About an hour and a half. DB2 and John Tay, legends. Hey, we talked about this many times on the streams you've done internet. I just did a Sonic and the Fallen Star live stream last week about how amazing Sonic fan games have been over the last really like 5 or 10 years, but especially recently. It just seems like we've had so many 2D winners, even 3D as well, right? And I'm really looking forward to a Project 06 to see the whole Sonic 06 thing get fixed, right? To see fans go back and try and take a pass at that. But especially since Sega does not typically go after people that create fan games, so long as they don't try to charge money for it, it creates a very healthy environment where fans of the game can express themselves. And I think that's super important because you see what happens, like when it kills me when Nintendo says, "Oh, someone made a homebrew Pokemon, better go get them," when they aren't charging money for it. It's very much a gripe of mine that you see really cool stuff get made that they're not trying to charge a penny for and doesn't reflect the brand poorly. It's not like they're trying. It's not like one of those Mario.exe things where like they're trying to make it into something different. And they're just like, oh no, you can't do that. I think that kind of culture really doesn't help the gamers, and I don't think it helps the brand as much as they think it does. Like, we got to protect their IP. I think Sega's benefited massively from all these fans just coming out and producing these amazing games. It's been a lot of fun. Spadert saying it's sad that I haven't seen Kirby Ball. Well, you know what we do on the stream, man. It's that time. Because look, we got through it. Let's see if we get a message here at the end. Thanks for playing. Well, thanks for having me. Gosh darn it. That was great. Oh, mystery. Oh, Knuckles is unlocked. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Always good to have Knuckles on the team. That's fun. Great stuff. Man, I really enjoyed the heck out of that game, guys. I really enjoyed the heck out of that game. That was just a smooth, fun gameplay experience. Reminds me of exactly what I loved about Sonic in general, Sonic Triple Trouble. Because I had a lot of great memories of Sonic. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not just gonna sing Kirby Ball for you. I'm gonna, what we do. At the end of the stream, I gotta go get the Kirby Ball. I had to keep him out in the garage because he takes up so much space. Hang on, here, watch an ad. I'll be back in a few seconds. Oh man. Do. Dead air. Security noises. Yeah, that's my maximum security garage. Here it is, everybody. It's the one and only. It's your pal. It's your Poyo pal, who can barely fit on the screen. Here's your Kirby ball. That's the guy. Yeah, it doesn't always. I push the button like it matters. It doesn't always go through. Yes, the logo will hit the corner if you give it enough time. But hello, everybody. It's your Poyo pal. It's Kirby ball, formerly from your local Target store, now located in my home. And you know, we try to bring him in because it's just, this thing is a serotonin boost. You know what I mean? Every time you see this thing, and I tell you, if you could hug this thing, because I got a yoga ball in there. I got some blankets to make it nice and soft inside. You can just give him a big old hug. I'm gonna do it for you. Can you feel the serotonin? Can you feel it? Oh man, that's nice. That's what you want. So there you go. Thanks again for the super chat there, Cuphead Boy. Thanks for the. Oh wow, this microphone was nowhere near me. You're lucky if you heard it at all. But yeah, everybody, that was a super awesome stream. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. And if I'm able to stream tomorrow, and I think I will be able to, like I said, if Bruno is able to stream tomorrow, I'm going to let him stream because this is his designated time. But he was unable to make it today, so I stepped in. So we'll see. If not, I can always come back later and we can finish that stream off. You should bring the Kirby ball to a convention, man. Talk about running a gimmick to the maximum, right? Yeah, someone's going to steal my Kirby ball. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. All right, everybody. Well, like I said, we pinned in the live chat the link to our Discord. If you haven't joined it already, please do. It's such a great way to keep in touch with myself, Bruno, Brad, the whole QTB crew, and know what we've got going on, live streams, podcasts, all that kind of stuff. Join the QTB family and hop into our Discord there. And thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out with me tonight. The VOD for this should be up here shortly. And yeah, you got to see Sonic Triple Trouble. I had a blast. Hope you did too. And until next time, everybody, you know what we say. Peace out. What it do? It's what Bruno says. I'm saying it. Bye. Pog stream.